How does collective bargaining differ from individual bargaining? Have you ever wondered how workers negotiate their rights and benefits? The way they do this can vary greatly. Today, we will look at how collective bargaining differs from individual bargaining, especially in socialist systems. Collective bargaining is a process where groups of workers, often organized through unions, come together to negotiate with their employer. They discuss important issues like wages, benefits, working conditions, and hours as a united front. This collective action gives them more power compared to negotiating alone. On the other hand, individual bargaining happens when a single worker speaks directly with their employer about their own terms of employment. This can be a tough position because the worker often has less power and support. They are alone in their negotiations, which can lead to less favorable outcomes. In socialist systems, collective bargaining is more than just a way to improve pay or working conditions. It is seen as a vital part of empowering workers. Socialism promotes the idea of social ownership and democratic control of production. Collective bargaining aligns with these principles by allowing workers to unite and challenge the power imbalance that often exists in capitalist systems. One key difference between the two methods is the power dynamics. Collective bargaining balances power by bringing workers together, while individual bargaining can leave workers vulnerable. When workers negotiate as a group, they have a stronger voice and can push for better conditions. Another difference is the scope of negotiation. Collective bargaining addresses broad terms that affect many workers, such as wages, benefits, and safety regulations. Individual bargaining focuses only on the personal terms of one worker's employment. Solidarity is also a significant factor. Collective bargaining fosters a sense of unity among workers. It is part of a larger struggle against exploitation in capitalist systems. Individual bargaining does not build this collective strength. Institutional support plays a role as well. Collective bargaining is typically backed by unions and legal frameworks that protect workers' rights to organize. Individual bargaining lacks this kind of support, making it harder for workers to negotiate effectively. In socialist thought, collective bargaining is seen as a step toward workers gaining control over their workplaces. It is not just about negotiating contracts but about moving towards social ownership and democratic management of production. Individual bargaining, in contrast, tends to maintain the existing power structures. In practice, socialist systems often encourage collective bargaining through mechanisms like worker councils or cooperatives. These structures allow for deeper worker participation and control beyond just negotiating contracts. Individual bargaining is limited to isolated discussions without the potential for systemic change. So, when we compare collective bargaining to individual bargaining, we see clear differences in process and significance. Collective bargaining embodies the power of workers acting together, while individual bargaining often leaves workers on their own. This distinction is especially important in the context of socialism, where collective action is essential for achieving economic democracy and social justice.